This segment is sponsored by the Vision charity shop on Highfield Road, Blackpool. Shop pre-loved items or donate today. Call 01253 406 848.
Hello everyone, it's Joy Holden here, ready and willing to read more poems to you. This poem is written by Seamus Heaney, the very famous Irish poet who was Poet Laureate and actually received the Nobel Prize for Literature because of his poetry, so he's way up there at the top. A lot of what he wrote was about rural Ireland and the skills and the jobs that Irish had, and you know, some of those skills are lost skills now. But this one is called Thatcher, and it's not about Margaret Thatcher. It's about thatching roofs of cottages. So here we go. Bespoke for weeks, he turned up some morning unexpectedly, his bicycle slung with a light ladder and a bag of knives. He eyed the old rigging, poked at the eaves, opened and handled sheaves of lashed wheat straw. Next, the bundled rods, hazel and willow, were flicked for weight, twisted in case they'd snap. It seemed he spent the morning warming up. Then fixed the ladder, laid out well-honed blades, and snipped at straw and sharpened ends of rods that, bent in two, made a white-pronged staple for pinning down his world, handful by handful. Couchant for days on sods above the rafters, he shaved and flushed the butts, stitched all together into a sloped honeycomb, a stubble patch, and left them gaping at his Midas touch. And I think that the last line where it talks about his Midas touch is a tribute to how he touched the thatch and he turned it into gold for the roofs. Just a dying art, but not completely died out. But that was The Thatcher by Seamus Heaney. Another poem I thought you'd enjoy in this season and the month of August is Blackberry Picking. It's a favourite poem of mine because it really sums up the juiciness and the glut of blackberries, and it reminds me of childhood, picking them and putting them into jam jars. So here it is, Blackberry Picking by Seamus Heaney. Late August, given heavy rain and sun for a full week, the blackberries would ripen. At first, just one, a glossy purple clot. Among others, red, green, hard as a knot. You ate the first one, and its flesh was sweet like thickened wine. Summer's blood was in it, leaving stains upon the tongue and lust for picking. Then red ones inked up, and that hunger sent us out with milk cans, pea tins, jam pots, where briars scratched and wet grass bleached our boots, round hayfields, cornfields and potato drills. We trekked and picked until the cans were full, until the tinkling bottom had been covered with green ones, and on top big dark blobs burned like a plate of eyes. Our hands were peppered with thorn pricks, our palms sticky as bluebeards. We hoarded the fresh berries in the byre, but when the bath was filled, we found a fur, a rat-grey fungus glutting on our cash. The juice was stinking too. Once off the bush, the fruit fermented, the sweet flesh turned sour. I always felt like crying. It wasn't fair that all the lovely canfuls smelt of rot. Each year I hoped they'd keep, but knew that they would not. That's all for today. So from Joy Holden, it's goodbye.